We're going to the very back, guys.
Vaughn Wilson, HBCU game day. Guys, second year being in this position, just talk about your thoughts on the game and your thoughts on the Celebration Bowl and playing the MEAC.
Well, how y'all doing? First, the game, it was real, I say intense. Like I said earlier, there's a well-coached team. Said the other day, there's a well-coached team. They did their job at the opposing team, and we just didn't find a way to win. Celebration Bowl, it's a great experience. Proud to be a part of it, and
I mean, defense, we did what we could. I mean, we knew it was short. We knew a lot of people left. We knew key players had left, but we still made sure we did what we could. So, I mean, it was a pleasure playing in it. And, you know, history is history.
Go ahead, back.
Emmanuel Glades of Crush Sports Talk. Shedeur, take us through that last drive in overtime and the last two plays. What were being called and what were your thoughts on it?
I honestly don't even remember. I only remember the last play, honestly. Clock just got real low. He wasn't able to get the back out, motion him all the way out. What they would have got confused in the responsibilities and the coverage. And personally, I feel like I should have just took the penalty and had a chance to get the right play exactly how we want instead of rushing things. So for me, it's just a learning experience and just weighing the pros and cons before the play. Second row, right.
Open mic broadcast, Joshua Davis. I remember.
Use your mic, Mr. Davis.
Okay. I remember why your defense struggled so in the run defense had such a problem.
I mean, guys just didn't do their job. And the guys that were supposed to have their back wasn't there. So, I mean, like I said, we had a few guys that were supposed to be here that left. And, you know, we kind of paid for it. But we still tried what we could. We still tried to, you know, maximize opportunity we had. And they did everything that we thought they was going to do, but we just didn't master our job. So that's what it looks like we don't do your job.
Shedeur, Langston Newsome, Clarion Ledger. Can you walk me through that final play in regulation with that touchdown pass to Travis Hunter? And what can you talk about freshmen stepping up in such a big way in the third and fourth quarter of this game?
He's been doing it all season. We just had to find the right time to put him on the field. When he's on defense and he's dominating, yeah, I think we got a lot of receivers, Blair Nation too. It's a lot of them. So it's not just Travis this season. I'll say overall, he was in when he could in certain positions. Last play, a lot of chaos going on. So I'm like, Travis is Travis Hunter. He's him for a reason. Then they're gonna play off man, off cover 2 man. So I already, in my head, I already took away the concepts to the field and the slot. It wasn't gonna be there. So I'm like, make him earn it. And that's what he did. When I threw the ball, all I gotta do is put air on it. He's gonna do the rest. So it wasn't really hard. I just threw a fake. He did all the work.
Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Cavill's inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Right here, Shedeur, this is for you. Going through that process for a lot of folks, you're just looking at how, you know, much time is left on the clock and just all the different factors going into it. As a quarterback and the leader, one of the leaders, if not the leader of the team, What over the years allows you to slow down and process everything and to make big time plays like you did, even though it didn't work out to the full scope at the end of the game?
But just go through the progressions. There's no different recipe than when there's 15 minutes on the clock and there's like 2 minutes. There's no difference. You're going through your reads. You're I would say, in the situations, knowing what you got to get, knowing what's needed. I would say, that's it. Me personally, I was just reminding myself, hey, you're in this spot for a reason. You wouldn't want nobody else in this position. I know I could do it. The team know we could do it. The whole line knew we could do it. It was just everybody didn't believe it. So that's why after, whenever we score, I'm not celebrating nothing, because that means everybody said, y'all ain't believe. I believe we was going to go down there and drive down and score. It wasn't nothing to get excited about. So, more of the story, I'd say, it's just rationalizing what you should do in a situation. A lot of thinking, I would say.
2 more, starting here, standing up on the left.
Ernest Rex, MTMP Sports. Shedeur, Aubrey, if you could, can you summarize your time at Jackson State?
It's been a blast for me. If it wasn't for these group of guys that I'm here with, nothing that has happened would have happened. You know, I decided to come back for another year to experience this time, and unfortunately we came up short, but everything else just came with it. Like I said, you had a great offense that carried us today, and they've been dominant all season. You know, we got a defense who showed out, and we just came up short. You know, some of our pieces to the puzzle wasn't just there. But after that, man, everything happens for a reason. It's a life lesson. You know, you can never grow if you don't have lessons in life. And, you know, I'm appreciative of it, but this whole time has been a blessing. You know, I got to play with Shedeur Sanders. Not everybody get to do that. You know, and I'm appreciative of that. Even though he's younger than me, it's still a great experience that I got to experience. Travis Hunter, you know, my D-line, my safeties. You know what I'm saying? The linebackers right next to me, the O-line. I got to play with all these type of guys, man. And all these guys gonna go somewhere. They're gonna make a lot of money. So, you know, I had a great experience, man. I would never ask for nothing else. If I could do it again, I'd do it all over again. I promise you that. But I'm appreciative of it.
Being at Jackson State, I would say it's eye-opening. A lot of people don't know about HBCUs. Personally, I didn't know about many HBCUs when I was going through my recruitment process. So I would say over the 2 years I've been here, 2.5 years I've been here, spotlight here, everything's here. It's some things that's not up to par, but it's good and bad with everything. So the people, the fans, everything about the city of Jackson I love. Right? People say it's a lot of crime in the city, but we haven't ran into it. We got our head on straight, we're going to school, doing what we got to do. So just being in love with the city, the people, just how kind they are, just the whole HBCU family, talking to them in the airport, playing around with them. It's nothing I ever been around before. I went to a private school in high school. So being around a lot of people of our own color and our own type is it's truly fun.
Last question.
Donnell Suggs, the Atlanta Boys. Just want to ask both players, what does it mean to have a record-setting attendance for the Celebration Bowl? What does that say about the impact of HBCU football?
We weren't there. One time, my bad. Can you give him back the mic?
Sorry. I asked y'all that it was a record-setting attendance tonight for the game. What does that say about HBCU football and the impact?
Oh, I mean, how many was it?
49,000.
49,000.
I'm not gonna lie, it just looked like confetti in the stands. Yeah.
What did
And
that
I'm not
say?
talking about after the game, I'm talking before the game. It just looked like confetti in there, but I'm not gonna lie though, playing at home, like versus Alcorn versus one of them rivalry games, there's a lot of people in there. So Us playing a MEAC opponent, I'm glad that everybody came out to see it. I feel like a lot of people got to see what they wanted to, and of course our fans didn't, unfortunately. But overall, it's just great that HBCUs is getting this attention, that it's having all this media in here, and that everybody's able to see it. You got YouTubers, you got everybody, kids looking up to on the sideline during the game, sharing that on their channel, sharing that everywhere. So HBCUs definitely have a lot of attention, a lot of media to it, I would say now than it has before. So everybody's gonna grow up and hear about HBCUs and understand what HBCUs is. So I would say it's great. And I love the fact that everybody came out and was able to see it.
I mean, I knew our fans was gonna show up. They always show up and they show out. No matter if we down or up, they always gonna show out. Like I said, unfortunately, we didn't give them what they wanted. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. Everything is a learning experience. I always say walk by faith and not by sight. So a lot of people that sit here with their heads down and things of that nature, something good's gonna happen. Something good's coming. Like I said, Jackson State to the fan base, I love all you guys. I mean, I'm appreciative of all y'all. Without y'all, this probably would never happen. Y'all stuck through the same things we went through. No water, no electricity, things of that nature, man. We still overcame.
We just put a spotlight on it.
Facts. And this is gonna always go down to history.
And and we was able to play for the city. You gotta understand, the city doesn't have any national teams. It only has college. So I mean, it's just giving hope to the city for something different. Having something, just being there talking to kids at Blackburn Middle School, elementary school or middle school, either one. Oh, middle school. Yeah, just them being able to connect with us, them being able just to talk to us and just play with us and stuff like that. There's a lot of bad things in the city. A lot of kids never. We brought some type of food up there. A lot of them ain't have it. They never tasted it before. So it was just being in Jackson. I just feel like it's just eye-opening for everybody. Kids will have something to look up to. Kids will want to be a Jackson State Tiger one day.
The last message I want to say is to all you recruits and all you players, come home. You know, if we can do it, y'all can do it. Come on home. Let's represent well. HBCUs need to keep going up, whether you like it or not. Whether they like it or not, we need to keep rising with this. We need to keep going with this. The money needs to come back home. Your talent needs to come back home. You need to play for your people. You need to represent our people. I mean, like I said, if we do it, you can do it. That's all I want to say. Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.